losers, you know. Surround yourself by successful people. Well, I got to thinking about it. What if you are the loser? No, you didn't, man, because I was that loser. Nice try. I was the loser. I was the biggest loser. Straight up. I was. So I started thinking about it. I'm like, man, I keep talking and telling everyone to lose. The losers surround themselves with people like them, and people like her, and people like this, and people like me, and blah, blah, blah. And I said, damn. I said, what if they're part of the problem? Are those the people that you just cut off in life, or are those the bodies that you naturally grab close to bring them into you? Okay, not necessarily cut them off, but give them a second chance like I was given. I had alcohol problems, drug problems. I was expelled from school. I was voted least likely to succeed. We were on food stamps. Some of you were on food stamps. Some of you are on food stamps. Does that necessarily define you and make you a loser? Not necessarily. However, you think of yourself as one. And that's part of the biggest problem. That's part of everyone's problem is the 12 inches, like I said, and the real estate between their ears of them not being able to get out of their own way. We talk about it where there's a will, there's a way. But if you can't get out of your own way to find will, you're screwed from the get-go. So in order to lose the losers in your life, you got to realize that you're not one of them. You know, one thing that I've always known, in that and people always ask, and they say this, and I've heard this all the time. Wow, people roll up and they say, wow, whose Rolls Royce is that outside? I'm like, oh, that's Ryan's. And they're like, wow. Whose Lambo's? And wow. And they, well, whose is this? And who's that? Wow, that suit is it? And I hear this all the time. Did you ever expect, and I know where it's going, did you ever expect to have this, or to have this, to have this? You bet your ass I did. 100% I did. Because if you want something bad enough, you will always get it. If you want something bad enough, you will always get it. And that's what had to happen with me. That's where I started realizing that I was the problem. My brain was the problem. My brain was causing me to be a loser and to surround myself by people that I fit in with, which were losers. So in order to lose them, I had to find myself. I had to find the true Zach. Ryan, at one point in time, had to find the true Ryan. He went through it no different. You've heard him talk, share his story. Stuart Price shared his today. The trials they went through. The money problems. Sometimes the health problems. Sometimes the marital problems. Sometimes this problems. But if you put yourself in a position to be one of the losers, you surround yourself by them, you're a double dip kind of guy. You're a double dip kind of gal. There's only one route to go at that point in time, and it's not a good one. So in order to kind of lose the losers and to realize that you're not one of them, you got to find something that you want bad enough. And it can't just be, like I say, a Band-Aid that's going to get you from here to there. Because the people that want it bad enough naturally get it. But in order for you to want something bad enough, one thing you got to do is raise your standard. People that get what they want have high standards. You want to change your life, change your money, change your house, change your car, change the people you're with, change the people you hang out with, possibly change the people you date. Raise your standard. It's up to you. It's not up to anybody else. It's you. It's your thoughts. Where it is you see yourself. Where it is you see what you want to do. Where it is what you got to do to achieve it. There's not a man or woman that stood up here and got $1,000 or $2,000 or $10,000 check that didn't deserve it. Nobody came here just because I gave a high five, they made $5,000. No. They protected, they served, they gave back, they did their time. They cried on Tuesday. They picked somebody else up on Wednesday. They helped somebody over here on Thursday. They guided 5 people to be great on Friday. But at the end of the day, it comes down to you. You got to pick yourself up, raise your standard, realize that you're not a loser in order for you to get to the next deal. In order for you to also get to that next level, you have to raise your standard under the assumption that you have one thing. Discipline. Discipline. Stop living your life on things you need and start changing your standards to things you know you will get. People have, I need this to survive, I need this to survive, I need this to get by. Get by? Barely survive? When if you want it bad enough, you can thrive in every single aspect of life, you're missing the boat. In fact, we're throwing you life rafts and there's holes in them because there's no use to some of that. You have to change you, change your mentality. Again, if you want it bad enough, you got to get it, but you have to have discipline. The things you tell yourself at bed from 12 to 2, if you're up at night, I got to lose weight, I got to stop eating this, I got to stop doing this, I'm going to start working on it. These are the things that people like to do the least that they have to do the most. It's no different than this business. If you want more of it, you have to go out and get more of it. You want to get promoted, you see this as being a career? If you see this as being a career, not a job, not a just over broke, not a jump off a bridge situation, J-O-B, jump off a bridge, who's going to race to the top the fastest type of deal, that sucks. This is a career that you get what you put in. If you want it bad enough, you have to get it. Define yourself, change your attitude, change your mentality. But in order for you not to be a loser, you've got to teach yourself based on discipline that you are great. and that you are the answer. And that you have the same opportunity that I had 17 years ago, and you have the same opportunity as this guy or this gal or this person's been here for 2 years, 5 years, since April, all these different things. You have the same opportunities as them. The difference is they thought about it different. The difference is when they woke up, that's when they changed. When we hired them and they moved forward and they realized they were put in a position to protect and serve and do more for the community and give back, their lifestyle changed. Their standards changed. They surrounded themselves by people that had that lifestyle, that put in the effort, that put in the 60, put in the 70, put in the 80, did more. We'll always do more for people. They knew that they wanted that, and they changed their discipline. They said, okay, instead of me working 30 hours in part-time and 15 hours in part-time, I'm going to start putting in the 60 to 70. When most people complain and bitch and moan and cry about this, I'm going to prove to other people that I don't need that, I can do this. And I can do this better, quicker, faster. It's that simple. I got news for you. If you run a 12-minute mile right now, and you want a 6-minute mile, what do you got to do? Start running. Start running. I'll ask you to be Forrest Gump, and at the end of the day, get some new kids, get some new Nikes. I got news for you. But it's the thought process, it's the mentality, right? That's why gifts from Santa are so damn cool. I get to be the greatest dad on earth because I'm Dad and Santa. I teach myself that all day long. My kid's like, you didn't buy this for me, Santa did. I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to ruin the surprise. But at the end of it, my mentality is different than most people. My mentality was always, from the minute that I realized that people told me I sucked, least likely to succeed, and that I would never get there, I had to change. But what did it take for me to change? Alcohol, drugs, hitting rock bottom. So if you want to let it hit rock bottom, that sucks. Don't. If you feel yourself spiraling down, grasp onto those that are climbing up. Let them elevate you and lift you. But right now, you have to change your standards. Fourth quarter standards are simple. More. Fourth quarter standards are simple. Change your deal. January 1st, New Year's resolution, what is it? Set it now. My New Year's resolution is to be here, and I'm going to be here. Set it now. Change that mentality via discipline. Things that you don't want to do, you have to start doing. Oh, Zach, I'm not too successful. I neglect your referrals. Oh, Zach, I'm not too successful. I sell with 5 people. If you want it bad enough, you shall have it. I have news for you. The culture starts with game changers. The culture starts with people that want it more. The culture starts with people that want to tell their story. You have a book. You're writing your book. Every day you're walking around, you're publishing your book, your words, via your action. It's called a visual book, right? Visual. Comes with audio. People talk, they move their hands, everything else. It's a pretty kind of a cool thing. You like the people watch? So do I. I read all of your books every day. Some of yours, it's worth reading. Some of you hit your climax, and that's what, it's already coming down. The other people, you're starting to grow and you're starting to escalate with it. But I got news for you. In 2 or 3 pages, guess what starts? A new chapter. You need to understand that the fourth quarter is your time to set the final stage of this chapter. By no means January is the book done. In fact, the good part of the book is just getting going. But I got news for you. If you are where you are, okay, right now, and that's the best you want to be, then January 1st is going to come naturally for all of you. But if where you're at is just a stepping stone, because you're not even scratching the surface of success, because you're not a loser, you love yourself, you're great, you got the ability to change minds, change bodies, and direct people based on faith, honesty, and integrity, and doing it right, not being fake, like a lot of people post about. I hear that all the time. Oh man, I'm so glad to be away from the fake people. Well, I got news for you. You are fake. If you gotta talk about it, then you are it. So at the end of it, I got news for you. Here's how it works. Change your mindset. Change it based on discipline. Prove to yourself how great you are and watch others. You don't have to prove it to me or to him or to her, to your dad or your mom. They will see. You want to know why? Because they've witnessed your book. They're reading your book. They're a fan. They're a big fan of yours. It's not about how the book started. It's not about this chapter. 3 pages, flip that book, start the new chapter, change your mentality, change your life, most importantly, increase your standard because you're better than that. Let's get it.